Hi guys, been a long time since I've done a video. I didn't actually know if I was going to do this one or not. A week ago tomorrow, which would have been the 22nd of September, was a really important anniversary in our family. It's the day that my brother passed away. It's a bit of a morbid one really, but the reason I thought I might have a crack at doing this is because a lot of my friends are posting about mental health and blah blah and suicide awareness, and I thought maybe I should do it. So yeah, basically 13 years ago my brother decided to take his own life. Really not an easy thing to live with, you know, for the people left behind. I mean, we forgive him for it because, to be honest, I've been in that mental state where I thought I'd be better off if I wasn't here. But I am, because I chose to fight, and I think I've got a lot of things to live for, and it is such an unfortunate, how do I put it, mistake on his behalf, because he's still very much loved and he's still very much missed. And I think there's a lot of stigma about talking about mental health and talking about suicide and so on. And to be honest, I quite openly talk about it, and I know a lot of people can't understand why I'm so open about talking about stuff that's personal like that. But I do it because I think if I can help someone else by something that we've gone through as a family, or what I've gone through, then I'm not going to keep quiet about it. You know, he was my big brother and I loved him dearly. And it's just so sad when someone gets to that point where they can't cope, and that's the way out. Because, you know, for me personally, I suffer with depression, and I have bouts. Like, I can go years and I'll be fine, and then all of a sudden I'll have a really big, I will fall over, arse over tit, and that's it, I'm gone, I can't cope, and it really takes a lot for me to come back out of it. And I've been fine for a good few years, and just recently I've had one of those blips. So I had to go and get help. I asked for help. I said, I can't get out of this on my own. My doctor was really good with me. But the problem is, there isn't enough help, especially where I am, for people that suffer with mental health. Unfortunately, you know, I had to go and seek private counselling, and it costs money. And in all fairness, not everyone can afford that money. But, you know, there are other things that people can do to make other people's life that little bit brighter. And the point of it is if you see someone that's struggling a little bit, someone that's a bit down in the dumps, or someone that's going through a really tough time, give them a cuddle and tell them that you love them. Because, honestly, that can be the difference between them wanting to be here and them going off and taking their own life. You know, so I've talked about the depression, I've talked about suicide, but the grief that comes from a suicide is completely different to the normal kind of grief, because most times, you know, when someone dies, you get the opportunity to say goodbye to them, or, you know, spend that last little bit of time with them. And with a suicide, unfortunately, you know, you don't get that. And I didn't get that. And I had to live with, I had an argument with my brother before he died, and we never made up. I had to live with that I didn't get the chance to say to him, look, you know, let's just put it under the bridge, and I love you. And I didn't get that chance. you know, and that's something that's always stayed with me. And I know he'd forgive me, and I'd forgive him, because he's just as much of a old git as I am. But, you know, there's the anniversaries and the birthdays and the Christmases are so much more sore, because you didn't get that chance to say goodbye. You didn't get that chance to say, I need you, and if you need me, then I'm here. And it really is sort of like, I lost my dad, I lost my friend, and I lost my nan. And although I miss them terribly, the way that I miss them is completely different to how I feel about my brother, because I didn't get that chance, you know? No one got that chance, and I don't think enough is done to help people that suffer with mental illness. And I don't think, you know, we are open enough as a generation to talk about things we might be struggling with, and we need to talk about it, because it's really important. You know, what's more important than someone's life? Nothing. It's just, there's not a day goes by where I don't think to myself, I wonder what he would be doing if he was here now. You know, I wonder if, you know, he would still be coming home every day for a cup of tea. I wonder if, you know, I'd be going to find him in the pub just to really embarrass him. I wonder if, you know, I just wonder about a lot of things, and it's because it's a life that shouldn't have ended. And I'm not being down on him, because I'm not, and by God, I know what it's like to struggle as well. But it's just hard to live with. And I think really what I'm trying to say is, and I said it earlier, I think if you know someone that's struggling, give them that little bit of time, help them. Just, you know, do they want to go for a coffee? Do they want to, you know, just sit and have a chat? If they need a hug, give them a hug. Just do it. Don't hesitate. And because if something happens to them, you'll be going, oh, I wish I had of. You know, I'm prime example. The one thing I wish more than anything is that I could have had one last chance to tell him I loved him so dearly, and that I was really proud to call him my brother, and I was lucky to have had him. So, you know, if you know someone that's struggling, don't be afraid to talk about it. And yeah, let's keep it going. And I'm going to leave it there. I think I've said enough. But once again, if I can help anyone, message me. I'm always here. Hopefully it won't be so long until I do another video again, but for now I'm going to leave it there. So take care everyone, lots of love.